You're watching the 39th season of Football Friday. Live from WTOK, it's Football Friday with Patrick Talbot and Carmen Corley. Football Friday begins now.
Welcome in, everybody. It is week 8 of Football Friday. Clear skies, cool weather have finally arrived in our area. It's officially football weather. We had crews out all over East Mississippi and West Alabama tonight.
That's right, Patrick. We've got highlights from 7 games and scores from many more later in the show. Let's get right to the action in a cross-county rivalry matchup. For our game of the week, West Lauderdale traveled to take on Northeast Lauderdale. It was senior night for the Trojans out at Northeast Lauderdale, but West would come out hot. Caden Peoples with a handoff to Travion Mosley. He'll pick up some yards, and it was all Mosley for the first drive. In the red zone, it's going to be Mosley again for the touchdown. Knights lead 7-0. But the Trojans would answer the next drive. Jace Jemison with the snap. He finds Alex Ford downfield, and he goes all the way. Trojans tied up at 7. Later in the first, Trojans back with the ball. Brandon Wilson on the run, and he gets lit up by Cameron Vaughn and Cody Pigford. Did not look like a good whoop. Knights back on offense. KP with the quarterback keeper. He'll take it to the house for a Knights touchdown. The final, West Lauderdale with a big win over Northeast, 54-14.
All right, very nice. Our next stop takes us to the Ray, where the Wildcats hosting Northwest Rankin for their homecoming tonight. Near the end of the first quarter, Cats down a touchdown, but Corey McCann says, I can fix that. Perfect shot to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown. Point after attempt would tie the game at 7. Second quarter now. Cougars facing a fourth down, and the Cats defense stands strong, making the stop in the backfield, forcing the turnover on down. Final seconds of the half now. Cougars inside the red zone, attempting to take the lead into half, but their field goal is going to be no good. Wide left. Tied at half at 7 apiece. Sadly, the Wildcats would go on to fall tonight, 24-7.
And jumping right in here, Lamar hosting Leak Academy. Leak's George Wilcox with a pass to Major Chandler. He'll stay up after the hit for a Rebels first down. That same drive, Wilcox hits Mathen Weaver and no one around him. He's going to take it to the house for a Rebels touchdown. The Rebels extra point would be no good. Lamar leads 21-20. Leak back with the ball. Wilcox passes to Weaver. Big hit from Lamar's Kellen Curry. Lamar's defense looking for a big stop before the half. Pressure on Wilcox, and he'll throw to Sullivan Reed. In a big fourth down for the Rebels, Wilcox going to take the snap here. He's in the pocket, and he sends mail to Matthew Noel, but it is not delivered. Big play by Raiders' Samuel Roberts. The final, the Rebels spoil senior night and win 35-34.
And it was a great football weather. I just got to ask you, because I'm not a good coworker if I don't. You took a shot tonight. How are you feeling?
I feel like the players out there. I understand being shaken up after a big hit. I have some empathy for them.
Yeah, but they're wearing pads and helmets.
They are.
You just got rocked.
A little bit, yes.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
We're hanging in there.
That did not look very nice and very comfortable.
No.
But I'm glad you're here. Let's roll right into our tailgate. The Wildcats looking to bounce back after last week's loss. They are visiting Philadelphia tonight, taking on the Philly Tornadoes in the first quarter. Kemper County with the ball. Kadarian Backstrom is going to find DeMarcus Bester for the nice, easy completion right there. They would pay it off as Backstrom would run the QB sneak in on the goal line touchdown. Wildcats, Philly on offense now. Jamari Hickman swings it out to his receiver, but Kemper County's Keith Odom blows it up right there. Hit stick. Oh my goodness, couple of plays later. Hickman with the ball. He wants it all going long, but Kemper's Jaquavius Brandon is there to intercept the pass. The Wildcats would go 3 and out. Philly back with the ball, and Hickman wants another ball going deep, and it's Brandon again with the pickoff. They would run it back, but a block in the back would bring it back. No matter, just hand the ball off to the Mississippi State commit, Demarius Yates. Watch him go to work. He gets the outside. He's got the sideline, and no one is going to catch him. Touchdown, Wildcats. The Wildcats would go on to win it tonight, 40-22.
And over now to Neshoba, it was homecoming for the Rockets tonight. Nice crowning right there. Beautiful. And in the first, Columbus with the ball. Henderson swings it out to Brown for the wide receiver screen, and he'll pick up several. That will be a first down for the Falcons, but the Rockets defense would stand tall. Neshoba Central on offense. The handoff goes to Gaddis, who's got the outside, and he picks up the first down and more. The Rockets are in business. He is going. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Gaddis is going to get the handoff here. finds us a hole, makes his way up the middle of the field, stiff arms a would-be tackler, touchdown, Neshoba Central. The final, Rockets win 19-14.
Very nice. We're going to go over to Quitman now. Senior night for the Quitman Panthers as they welcome in the Mendenhall Tigers. First drive for the Tigers, and Damaris Davis avoids the pressure, and he's going to lob one deep to Henry Funches, who mosses the defender, finds the open field, puts it into third gear, and helps the visitors go up early. That wouldn't be the only deep ball for the freshman quarterback, though, as he's going to unload another deep ball right here. This time it goes to Cameron Smith in the end zone as he jumps the Quitman secondary for the 6 point. Let's jump to the end of the first half. Panthers driving in the red zone, only for Jaleel Cameron to get picked off by Jeremy Butch Jr. Mendenhall goes on to spoil senior night in Quitman 24-7.
And heading out to Demopolis, the Jemison Panthers faced off against the Demopolis Tigers in Demopolis. Tigers quarterback Jake Powell gets the snap, and it gets passed to wide receiver number 6, Fred Aldrich, who takes off, gets a couple blocks, cuts upfield, and turns on the Jets as he heads all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. Tigers in the red zone now. Powell gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to Keyshawn Rouser, who looks like he's tackled in the backfield but cuts outside and gets into the end zone for another score. Tigers are going to be in the red zone again. Powell in the shotgun. He gets the snap, does a read option, keeps it, and is untouched into the end zone as the Tigers take a major lead over the Panthers. The final, Demopolis takes it 46-27.
Yeah, you know, it's like I mentioned it to the refs, and I talked to both coaches ahead of tonight's tailgate. It was football weather tonight. I actually had a pullover.
I had on a puffer jacket for the first 5 minutes, and then walking up and down the sidelines, I was sweating.
Yeah, so I pulled up the sleeves.
Yeah, jacket came off.
I was like, I'll leave the pullover on because I didn't want to tie it around and deal with it falling down.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of good hits on defense tonight.
Yes.
It was impressive. Like that.
There were several. I was like, oh, that one hurt.
That Kemper County one where he just makes the guy miss and then just goes right up the gap and just lays him out on that pass. I was like, I had to turn my audio down because I audibly gasped. I was like, oh, that was impressive. But it's you know, we're getting closer to playoff time, and a lot of teams, they're heating up and they're getting ready to make that next step as we get ready for postseason. We got, I think, 2 more weeks of regular season play left. So.
I feel like, especially when it comes to play like that, it's just who's hot at the right time. Yeah. So some of these schools are kind of catching a stride right now, and they're going to take it all the way. So it'll be interesting to see.
It's going to be interesting to see. And still to come tonight on Football Friday, we'll recap all of tonight's action, hand out our helmet stickers, as well as preview this weekend's college football slate. Stay with us.